Hi, my name is Frankie Guerrero, and this is my testimony.
Hi, my name is Edward Lopez, and this is my testimony.
My name is Thomas Butanda, and this is my testimony.
I am Natalie Munoz, and this is my testimony.
I am Arturo Esquivel, and this is my testimony. Hi there, my name is Rudy Rosales, and this is my testimony.
My name is Gabriel Valdivia, this is my testimony.
My name is Isaac Montes, and this is my testimony.
My name is Ernest Duran Bustamante, and this is my testimony.
I'm Joey Magallanes, and this is my testimony.
My life like before the home, I was addicted to meth and an alcoholic and, just lost. And I would just go to clubs and party all the time, I was no good, didn't have nothing going for me. I was just homeless, lost and confused.
I was addicted to slamming before I came into the home. I was addicted to meth and heroin. I was in and out of prison, in gangs.
My life like before the home, I was homeless, I was in and out the system, I was stuck on drugs, and I had nowhere to go.
My life was a mess, and I was running to anything to fill that emptiness within.
I was in and out of jail. I came out of a devastating relationship, and I was on drugs.
Before the home, I was lost. I was pill popping. I was an alcoholic. I didn't care if my family would be hurt by me hurting or affecting myself. I was at times suicidal, and
My life was before the home was selfish, bitter, angry, anger, hatred in my heart, and I was addicted to alcohol. I couldn't let it go. I was lost. I was a drug addict, alcoholic. I had nowhere to go. I was depressed, miserable. I didn't really care about my life anymore or anybody else's. So I just went deeper into darkness.
My life before I was in the home, I was a gang member, I was an alcoholic, all into weed, just all into myself, self-centered, and, just broken, anger inside, prideful, man. Didn't want nothing, they received nothing, just all blocked out, and just me doing everything on my own.
My life before the home, I was lost, broken, bound to my addiction. I had no vision, no purpose, no dignity as a woman. I just wanted to die.
I was lost and bound. I was addicted to heroin and methamphetamine shooting up in my veins. I was alone out there, lost everybody close to me to gang violence in the streets and to drug addiction.
Well, when I knew I needed change is when I was homeless, didn't have nowhere to go, and I was just broken inside, the feeling that I felt was like neglect, hurt, angry at the world because I was just left out there alone. But it was all my fault though, because I let myself go down this dark path that I was going on, but God found me and He transformed me.
I knew I needed change in my life when I got out of prison, and 3 of my homies got killed in front of me, and when I was supposed to go meet up with them, and ever since then my life's been spiraling downwards.
I needed change when I just came down to life when my dad passed away, and I had no direction. I was just down a path where I was just out there in the road alone, and I had no friends. I was just going down
I knew that I needed change when I was starting to lose my identity, and I was starting to feel empty inside, and I was starting to lose my mind.
There was nothing left going for me, and people couldn't really harm me. I started dealing with real demons that were messing with me and taunting me, giving me a reason to get where I'm at.
I knew I needed change when I went to jail, and when I would be in the hospital and my family would be crying and worried about me, wondering if I was okay or if I was stable.
I knew I needed change when the kids looked disappointed when I saw myself in the mirror. I saw a defeated man. I knew I needed change when I started smoking perks, doing heroin, and then pills and all that, drinking dope, and I really started burning my bridges with my family.
when I became, just isolated by myself, I knew that it was a time. My mom and my sisters, everybody who I looked up to and I loved very much, they began to worry, and they had to close the doors on me. And it took somebody to just tell me that, the love of money can't bring you happiness. And just, being out there in the world, alone, I saw that, it wasn't the way to go, and I had to change my ways.
I knew I needed change a couple of days before I came into the home. I had overdosed off of fentanyl, and it was then I knew I needed to surrender my life to God.
I knew I needed change in my life the last time I overdosed and ended up in the hospital at the beginning of last year.
My mom brought me to the home when I left my brother's motel. He kicked me out of his room because I had nowhere to go. I was homeless, but he didn't want me around either. But my mom picked me up and she brought me here to the Victory Home in West Covina.
My ex-girlfriend Jessica, she brought me to the Victory Home. We were at a rally when it happened. They brought me to the rally and dropped me off right there.
My brother Anthony Butanda brought me to the Victory Homes right when I got out of county jail.
As a young girl, my dad introduced me to the Victory Homes, and there I was exposed to the ministry. And as I got older, I knew that I was called to West Covina Women's Home.
There was a brother and a sister from the mother church, Anthony and Sister Faith. They seen that I needed some change, and they called Brother Ant and Pastor Ezra, and they accepted me here.
One day I was driving home from work, and I remembered that I had a flyer that Brother Tony gave to my parents. And that same day, something came upon me and just told me to go by the church and go talk to Tony about coming into the home.
My sister brought me to the Victory Home. I hit my rock bottom. I had to put, it was either this or the past.
My tia Ruth brought me to the Victory Home. Told me about it a long time ago, and I thought it was a rehab until I came here and I found out what it was. I'm grateful for that.
My cousin Jesse, he reached out to me. He always talked about me about Victory Outreach Men's Home, and I should go in, but I never wanted to hear. He always told me about God, and I was like, let me, whatever. But when I began to realize it was now or never. I gave him a call, and my sister, she picked me up, and with no hesitation, she dropped everything she was doing, took me to the men's home, and everything took place then.
My mom did. She believed for me and she prayed for me. She had a friend whose son was in the home.
My director, Anthony Butanda, brought me to the Victory Home. He picked me up from downtown Pomona at the bus station.
God transformed my life, into a new man, a new character, a man that has dignity now. I'm no longer lost. He picked me up and he turned me around. Like coming to this home, he put me in Bible college. He made me a staff in this home to lead the men. Only God can do something like that with a man that's lost out in the world, homeless. Like I would have never thought that I would have been in the home as a staff helping my director lead the men. But only God can do that. Only God.
God has set me free from a 10-year addiction of slamming meth and heroin. He set me free from prison. He set me free from the gang lifestyle. He set me free from sexual immorality and all of the other things that I was doing out there in my life.
God's done so much in my life. I'm about to be a graduate of the home. He restored my life. He gave me my identity back. He gave me integrity.
God has changed my life in the Victory Home, and I have a new identity in Jesus. I have my self-dignity back, and man, I'm just so grateful for everything God has delivered me and set me free.
He has changed me. He delivered me from all the evil forces that were out to get me, giving me a sense of humor, and allowing me to be a staff in the home, the next director, and to help the brothers out in the home.
Since I've been in the home, God has showed me, God has touched my life and touched the lives of my family in a tremendous way. God has made me a staff. I've gotten the opportunity to go to the UOBC. I've had the opportunity to see other men grow in the home.
Coming to the Victory Home made me a man of integrity. It's going to give my children the father they always deserve, a leader they always deserve, a friend they always deserve, and a husband that I could always be.
God set me free from the streets, drugs, alcohol, depression, loneliness, darkness. God did a lot in my life. He made me into a man of God here today. I'm a son of the house. I'm a proud grandson to my grandma, and I love my family now. And I love myself, but most of all, I love God now.
God, he just touched my heart. He moved me dramatically. I smile more. I'm more joyful, with the Lord. And, at those altars, I feel His presence. And I know what I'm called to do, and I have to be that light for the world and be the salt, testify about everything that God has done and is continuing to do in my life, and not only in mine, but in my family's.
God has restored me. He's healed me. He's given me a new name. He's given me dignity, purpose, and destiny.
God has taken my heart of stone and given me a heart of flesh. He's shown me how to love again. He's given me a hope in the future. And He's allowed me to say yes to the answer of God.
Well, for the future, I see myself as going to the UTC, getting equipped, coming back and just helping my pastor build. I'm gonna be taking Betty, more Bible college, just to get more equipped in the Word, and hopefully one day become a minister.
Well, ever since I've been built in this home, I feel like I'm called to be a director of a home.
What I see for my future, I see me as a minister of the gospel, spreading the good news, and being an alumni from the UTC.
I see myself being full-time ministry, traveling the world for Jesus, spreading the gospel, and one day even directing a women's home.
I see myself becoming like the next director, being side by side with Brother Ant, Pastor Ezra, being a future pastor, graduating VOBC, and just helping direct the church and all the men in the homes.
For the future, I see continuing to go to Victory Outreach Bible College. I see myself graduating this home. I see myself continuing to be a pillar in this church and standing right beside Director Anthony and Pastor Ezra.
I see a father that's leading the children with Christ. I see a man of integrity. I see a leader in myself now. I'm going to walk in victory. The word says I have more than a conqueror.
I see a city with my name on it. I see more young people getting saved, me preaching the word, being an evangelist, a youth pastor, a future husband, a father. I'm going to be out there someday helping out other people like myself.
The future, I see myself growing in the church, being alongside my pastor, helping out with the men's home and just being there a supportive brother, and continue on building up in ministry. I'm taking Bible college right now, so I'm very looking forward to everything that God's doing in my life right now, and it's not over yet, it's just the beginning. So I just can't wait to lock arms with all my leaders and all the lions and to become that hungry lion that I'm called to be.
I see myself pursuing God's will for my life, backing up my pastors, being an armor bearer to my pastor's wife, and just chasing after everything that God has for me.
I see myself doing prison ministry in my future.
Hi, my name is Frankie, and I am a graduate of the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
Hi, my name is Edward Lopez, and I'm a graduate of the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
My name is Thomas Butanda, and I'm a graduate of the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
I'm Natalie Munoz, and I'm a graduate of Victory Outreach West Covina Women's Home.
I am Arturo Escobar, and I'm a graduate of the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
Hi there, my name is Rudy Rosales, and I am a graduate of the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
My name is Gabriel Valdivia, and I'm a graduate from Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
My name is Isaac Montes, and I'm a graduate of Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
I'm Ernest Duran Bustamante, and I'm a graduate of Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.
I'm Joey Magallanes. I'm a graduate of the Victory Outreach West Covina Men's Home.